Good morning, moguls. My name is Shawn Eaglin, and I am your host, your information gateway, your motivator,
Yes.
all the above. And I am so excited to welcome you guys to the first airing of Mogul on the Move.
Excellent. Come on, first show.
So, some of you guys may be asking, why is she referring to us as moguls? We're in Webster. The true definition of moguls has nothing to do with money.
Okay.
Right? It simply means a very important person.
Oh.
And anyone that I come in contact with is important to me, right? So we have to keep that power. We are all moguls and we should be on the move, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm so excited. My first co-host.
Excellent.
She is, I'm going to say this. She's one of my motivators. I may have shared that with you, or maybe I have not.
Okay.
But she's definitely one of my motivators. She's both a life and business strategist. But you guys, she came from corporate.
Yes.
Chevron for almost 30 years and took that leap of faith.
Yes.
And
they
started
pushed
her-
me into the
Yeah.
leap, but nonetheless, we took it.
You went. She went, right? And she started, guys, and she has blown it out of the water. So no further ado. This is the Maven, we call her.
Yes.
Miss Myra Shaw.
Thank you for having
Hey,
me.
thank you
So
for
excited to
coming.
be your first co-host
My
with
first.
you on this chilly winter morning in Houston, Texas, right?
Yes, this is
Yeah.
going to be fun.
Yeah. And you described what a mogul is. Let me explain what a maven is.
Please,
A maven is simply someone who shares their knowledge with others. And my community gave
Love it.
me the name Maven Myra.
Wow.
My mother and father named me Myra. That is my name. And they just started calling me Maven Myra, which transitioned into a full brand.
Wow.
I know, right?
Destiny.
When your brand
Destiny,
really,
full circle.
takes over.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Full circle. Well, I will say this. I'm honored to have you here. I really am as my first guest. I couldn't have thought of anyone better because I know we're going to bounce off of each other.
Yes.
And you have so much information to be given. And so now we're going to get into this, I like to call conversation cocktail.
Yes,
It's
I
going to
love
taste
it.
good, you guys.
I love that.
So, Maven Nation.
Yes.
Explain to us, what is Maven Nation?
So really that is the community of women that are connected to me, that follow me. As I say that I cut for, that cuts for me.
Yes, yes.
People, I probably get, 20 emails, it's social media chats, text messages a month saying,
I can imagine.
Maven, I need a connection to X. And when people ask me that, they trust that the person I'm connecting them to is the right person.
I'm
They
guilty
don't-
of it. I'm guilty of
They
it.
don't then go Google the person. They say, if Myra said they're good, they're good, which makes me have to be very intentional on who I am connected to and who I bring into my community.
Integrity.
Yes, because those women really trust if I'm connected to someone that it's okay for them to be connected to them too. So that really matters to me. So, I say it's kind of real out in these internet streets.
Oh, it's real.
Okay.
It's a lot of
integrity matters. We don't have to undercut other women, feel like there is not enough room.
Exactly.
My word for
Exactly.
this year is actually abundance. Here's the thing about that. I cannot say my word is abundance and move in scarcity.
And not give abundantly,
Yeah.
guys. We
You
can't
gotta
ask
move it.
God for extraordinary favor. And I'm going to say God. 'Cause
Yes.
This is my show.
Absolutely.
But you're not giving of yourself
Yeah.
extraordinarily. It's
Yeah.
just not going to
Yeah.
happen. It's
The
not.
the blessing's not going to come that way. And when you really believe that in your heart and you move in that way, God exceeds. What are we, 12, 15 days into the year?
Yes, yes.
It has been crazy.
Yeah.
We are in a pandemic, in a recession. I'm grateful. I hate all the bad things that have happened in
Yeah.
this
of course,
pandemic,
Of course, we all do.
but God has blown my mind.
But if you've kept that faith and not acted in fear,
Yeah,
still have a giving heart, of course that it comes in all forms of fashion.
right,
Then and believe that God is gonna see you through.
right,
Right. Then I feel like we can still attest. And if you're still here,
right.
then
That's
you're
a blessing
blessed,
all
right?
in itself. Yeah.
So let me ask you. You have a membership, the Maven Baddies.
Yeah.
So how can someone join, and what are the attributes for joining the Maven
So
membership?
the baddies, this has been a work of over about 6 years of me doing small different programs, different events, and then bringing it all together for this monthly membership. And really what I focus on is helping women create success
Okay.
without sacrificing their relationships, their health, and their mental sanity. Because when we talk about having it all, what does all mean for you?
Exactly.
Now, all doesn't mean you can have what I want and what Shawn wants.
Exactly.
What does that look like for you?
Exactly.
And so we really focus on creating that success in what we call a balanced rhythm. That is maintaining your whole, WHOLE, self, spiritually, physically, mentally, taking care of your family, spending time with family and friends.
Which so many people forget.
Yeah.
We will negate, we will
abandon
those closest to us, our true support system, right? Because we're chasing, and then there's no life balance.
Right. And that's the important thing is I don't believe we have to create success by sacrificing everything that's really important to us. I believe that we can't have that all.
Yes.
And again, that is what does all look like for you? Because my balance rhythm is going to look different from Shawn's and from everybody else's. So it starts with examining, what do I really want? Not what America says I should have, what my family says I should have. What are my desires?
Friends.
What are my dreams? And so this is a monthly membership women join, and every month we have what I call live learning lessons.
Okay.
And tomorrow is our session for this month.
Okay.
We have a guest, Sharita Humphrey, who's going to be talking about how to improve your credit and how to build
a lot of you guys
credit.
Need that from 2020.
Yes.
So let's do
and here's the thing. There's a lot of people that struggled last year and still struggling.
Yes.
But that does not mean it's over. So I'm bringing in real experts that are not just talking about great things, but living them out. And she's every month we'll have people that bring great things. We actually have 2 sessions this month. Another great friend, LaShanna Moore, is going to be talking to women about how to eat for good hormone health. Listen, as we start to get older,
because I'm over my 40s, so I understand.
Things start to shift and adjust, and
gotta work a little harder.
We have to make those adjustments, and so much of that can happen with what we feed ourselves before we get to the prescription and the medicine and all these other things. Let's proactively figure these things out. So my goal is to bring great content to women, not only for their business development, but their life development, so they can find what's my balance rhythm and how do I create that success for myself.
Are you also having one-on-ones to kind of help women pinpoint what their bandwidth is? Because some of us we're all over the place. Right. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Even before 2020.
Yes.
Let's not blame all the things on 2020.
Right.
Before 2020, you were a mess. We were all over the place.
Yeah.
So are you also helping women hone in on what is your true bandwidth?
Right.
What can you actually take on or not take on?
My word for that is, what's your capacity?
Yes.
What's your capacity? Yeah, so women inside the membership can get one-on-one sessions with me. I'm not really offering that a lot outside the membership at this point because my focus is on those women that are in Maven Nation.
And that you're dedicated, guys.
That I call the baddies. And the women that I bring in to speak, we call them cold-blooded baddies, right?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
And that's bringing the right information to help women, again, figure out their capacity. There are some things we're spending a lot of energy on that shouldn't be on our plate. Just shouldn't be.
Non-beneficial.
Yeah, non-beneficial. And sometimes we keep doing those things that don't serve us because it's comfortable. It's what we know.
And we've all been there.
Oh, absolutely.
And that can be in business and personal.
Listen, I'm not sharing with women anything that I made up. I have created this lifestyle from being a high-powered trader in the energy field, wife, mother of 4. We were busy.
Yes.
So I was busy, but I was not intentional. So making that shift to just really figure out, what do I want? Where am I going? What am I spending all this energy for? Where am I trying to go with this? Most importantly, what is God asking of me? Not what Myra made up, not what she decided she wanted to do. What is God asking of me? What was I created to do? And I know for me, born July 11th, I was created to help women discover their purpose and breathe life into it. And that's what lights me on fire.
I will say this, you definitely are living in your purpose. And a lot of times we get... if it's not your goal, ladies, and gentlemen, I'm going to say.
Yeah, for sure.
That are watching. You should be trying to, and I'm going to assume we're all over the age of 21 that's
right.
watching. Probably most of us over the age of 25. But we should be trying to figure out what is my purpose, because now I'll get your input. I feel like I became in full peace when I realized what my purpose was.
Yes.
And you can kind of, have nuggets along the way and know that it's just you, because I think we both have the heart of giving. So I've always been a giver. My mom always says, you're my giving child.
Right.
But honing in, okay, with that trait, what is my true purpose?
Right.
As it pertains to my community.
Right.
Globally. What am I contributing? What am I meant to contribute?
Right.
Intentionally, like you use the word intentionally, to the world.
Yeah. This is what I want to say about that. I want those listening and watching to know there is nothing that's happened in your life that's been wasted. When bad things, we have bad experiences. Last year took a lot of people down several notches. Know that nothing was wasted, because all of those things, when I look back through my journey, all of the tough situations, things that I thought sometimes would take me out, there's been lessons in there that I needed for my future self. So that's one thing. And then don't be discouraged if you don't know today what your purpose is. Here's the key. Start asking for it. What's my purpose? Trust me, when you start asking those questions of yourself, they're going to start showing up in the path in a brighter way. You're going to not run past them. It's going to catch your attention, and you're going to go, wow, why am I so passionate about that? Why am I so excited about that? Why does that fire me up?
Yes, because once again, the word intentional.
When you start asking for it, it starts to give you the answers. Ask and you will receive.
So do you advise, and I know you do, because you writing down things, going back, reflecting on those things?
It is so important. One of the biggest ways that I started my own Maven journey was making time to get quiet and get still. We are such a busy society. Just Western culture in general. We are busy. If you want to slow down, there's something in you that's like, go. You have to be very intentional to slow down. So I have really made it my best practice. I start my day after I have my 1 cup of coffee. I meditate and pray, and then I do about 10 minutes of stretching. I don't want to get up running, grabbing the phone. I try not to touch that phone, because when you start with one little thing on that phone, 3 hours later, you done checked Instagram, Facebook, sent 10 messages.
Unless it's just a scripture on your Bible app.
Yeah. But
I will do that and put the phone back down.
Right. But really being intentional about your quiet time. For me, the morning is the best time. Some people, maybe it's at night, but you've got to discover, when are you going to sit, get still, and just listen. Don't ask for anything. Just listen for what God wants to say to you about your journey, because you're not going to get it from everybody else.
We're going to come back, but I'm going to ask you this one question. And when we come back from our break, I want you to answer, how did you find your rhythm?
Absolutely.
Your rhythm balance.
We'll talk about it.
All right. We will be right back.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
All right, Mogul, so let's get back into this conversation cocktail, which has really been tasty. Don't you
Yes,
agree?
very tasty.
I enjoyed this cocktail for today. So before we left, we talked about rhythm. And so I posed the question to you. How were you able to find your rhythm, your balance? How were you able to?
So here's one of the things about why I use the word rhythm and not work-life balance.
Okay.
Work-life balance feels like it's a fixed state you're trying to get to.
Okay.
And that's not what it's about, because we're never going to get to a fixed point. Our balance is there and we're good, because rhythm indicates it's in motion.
Yep.
Because my Monday's not going to look like Tuesday, Tuesday's not going to look like Wednesday. But how you create that rhythm, and how I created it for myself, is by using boundaries. Okay.
Which can be hard for some of us.
It can be hard. And here's the thing. The things that I'm saying, take your baby steps. Every small step is an improvement. Even with my morning meditation, I started out with 60 seconds. 60, because I was like, this is a lot of silence, and I need to be doing something. Okay.
So you don't have to jump into something
and
full
it's
throttle.
Be difficult if you've never sat still, got quiet, or meditated. It's gonna be difficult. There's some free tools. The app Calm, CALM, gives you music or helps you count down, because your mind wants to wander. So that rhythm is finding out what works for me. So my morning routine was the start of the day. I have to get that part kicked off right.
Okay.
And the boundary I use consistently.
Let me interject.
Yeah.
And can you express how important it is that your morning can sometimes dictate the way your day?
Oh, absolutely. There are definitely days I get up and I get off task and I'm running, and I don't do all those things I need to do. And a couple of hours into that day, I feel it. Like my heart is racing faster. I'm trying to do too much.
Yes, it's true.
And then I go,
a lot of us probably have.
What happened? And it's like, when I start backtracking, I'm like, you skipped your meditation, you didn't stretch, you just jumped into the day. So once your body gets conditioned to that routine, when you skip it or get out of it, it reminds you.
It'll snap you right back.
Hey,
Hold on.
and my mind tells me, where are we going? You're doing too much. You're doing too much,
Team
babe.
too much.
Yes.
Team too much.
Maven, slow down, right? So the other big part of it is when I end my workday. So my office is at home. In our second floor,
which a lot of us, we have our
everybody's
office at home now,
right? And the biggest strategy I can give you for that is try to separate your workspace from your regular living space.
That's
don't
a good
take your
jewel.
laptop.
That's
Listen to me, moguls and mavens. Don't take your laptop to bed. Don't do it. Your mind still thinks you are working. And it's hard to go to sleep. And even when you go to sleep, you're not resting. Your mind's not resting. So that other boundary. Yes.
Because I do that.
Yes. That other boundary is when I finish working at the end of the day, all of my work stuff stays upstairs. I don't drag my laptop downstairs because my mind thinks I'm still in work mode.
And you're going to grab it. So I have mine next to the bed, guys. So I'm like, oh, let me look at this one.
And that turns into
And then
an hour.
And then 1 a.m., 1:30, which is
Yeah.
bags. I have Birkin bags under my
Yeah.
eyes right now. Okay,
So
ladies.
if you
because
don't
of
remember
that,
anything I say, don't take that laptop to bed.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Oh, God.
Leave it in another space. And really that begins to train your brain
Yep. It's
that
true.
work is over for today.
Yep.
I'm going to start to relax. So one of the things that I started doing during the quarantine was always playing music while I cook. I never did that before.
Okay.
I always play music now while I cook. That also helps get my brain ready that we're done with work. She's
a good nugget.
She's making
That's
a
a good nugget.
transition into the
That's a good
day.
jewel.
So I cook, my husband and I eat, relax, all of that. And then I really start my nighttime routine about 8:30 p.m. for me.
Would you say that also allowed you, because some of you couples, some of us that are, in relationships, marriages, relationships, you're ignoring
Yeah.
while you're cooking or doing whatever, preparing for the night. You're ignoring your partner
Yeah.
because you're still in business mode.
Yeah.
So that music probably helped you, I'm
it
sure.
transitions my brain
Yes.
that
Yes.
Maven is about to do something different.
Yeah.
Now if we're going to cook and, have a glass of wine, perhaps
Yes.
hang out with my husband, okay? If you're constantly thinking about, and that doesn't mean I'm not in some ways sometimes thinking about something I still need to do, but that's the value of the 8:30 where I start really downshifting.
And you're not neglecting that boo.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah, because that's part of that balanced rhythm.
Exactly.
We don't have to create amazing external business and everything internally we've sacrificed. It's over. We're not even feeling fulfilled and happy because there's no amount of money that's going to bring that to
And
you.
you can't be at peace
Right.
if home is in turmoil.
And so find out those first few steps of what your balanced rhythm looks like. Just focus on those few things, and you might get it right a couple days, and then I say sometimes epic fail. Epic fail. That's okay. I
Being
hit the
honest with
reset
yourself,
button,
self-reflection.
and if I can restart it that day, I do. If not, I start
better the
fresh
next
the next day. It's not going to be perfect every day, but at least your mind recognizes that today, ma'am, you are off task.
And don't be so hard. We are so hard on ourselves, moguls.
Yeah.
We're so hard on ourselves. Don't be so hard if you don't get it right on that Tuesday.
Yeah. I have a phrase that I say all the time. It's a Maven quote. Be gentle with yourself.
That's
I
good.
probably say that to someone at least once a day.
That's good.
Because we set these goals and we have these aspirations of doing these things, and when we misstep, epic fail, whatever it is, we want to implode. You should have did this and should listen. I say there's always a lesson. Get the lesson from the mistake, because you can use that for your future self. But then be gentle with yourself and move on. There's no value in beating yourself up. None.
And conversation I've had, and this is a good segue, conversation I've had with friends and associates, just people working with, a lot of us have really been hard on ourselves. For one, I kind of stepped into that around March, because I purchased a new home last year.
Okay.
And I just knew, I sold so many homes, 2019, 2020, it's on. I'm going to put all this money down on this home, but I'm going to pay, all my debt off, and 2020 is going to be great. And then COVID hit, stuff started shutting down. I lost relocating clients from there, people changing their mind, which was understandable,
Absolutely.
right? But I had just purchased a new home. So I beat myself down because I had gone from multiple streams of income to focusing on one, which was real estate. I'll never do that again. But you can't stay in that,
Right.
woe is me.
Right.
Okay, you didn't do it. Okay,
Right.
what are you going to do moving
But
forward?
that's a lesson that you gain.
Yeah, that's a lesson
for your
learned.
future self,
Exactly.
because our economy always goes in cycles.
So speaking of e-commerce, what
Yeah.
advice would you give to the moguls?
2020, like I said, was a tough year for a lot of us, even for me.
Yes.
I had huge speaking engagements,
Yeah.
4 and 5 figure incomes on that, all got canceled. Okay. How
That's a
do
hard
you
thing.
pivot? This is one of the most important things I want folks to understand that are trying to figure out how to pivot. They're in the middle of the pivot. They've pivoted. Now they're pivoting again. Like it's just like, I thought that was
Twirl
going to
around
work.
twice.
Here's 2 things. The value of your community. Who are you connected to? Okay.
So
this
important.
is a tough season,
So
and
important.
you are not required to try to get through it alone.
Mm-mm.
Now, that does not mean you run off and tell your business to random people. You've built what I call
Be
relationship
wise,
currency.
moguls. Be wise.
Relationship currency.
Mhm.
You've made deposits into relationships. Now you need to make a withdrawal.
Mhm.
You need to call that person and say, look, this is where I'm stuck, or this is how I need help. That is okay.
Mhm.
Okay? So don't feel like, if you can't be honest with people you're closely connected to,
That's a self check you need to do.
yeah, you need to evaluate
You
your
need to
circle.
set that pride
And
down.
sometimes evaluate
and humble
you.
yourself.
It's our
Yes.
ego that says
Yes, that
the person
pride.
is very willing to hear.
Mhm.
It's our ego that says, well, I can't tell them that I'm struggling financially.
And if you
Yes, you
weren't
can.
humbled in 2020,
Yes.
then you really need to
Yeah.
do some meditating in the It's meditating time
Yes.
for real if you were not
Yeah.
humbled
And that's
in
that
2020.
being connected to other people that can truly support you.
Yes,
I
yes.
can't tell you again how many times in a month I'm connecting someone to something they've asked me for, or I'm asking for a connection. The other thing is, who is in your economic network? Okay. Sometimes the things we need, we need money for it, period.
Yes.
That's just the way of the world. And again, that's why it's so important for the Maven Nation baddies that I'm bringing in someone that teaching them how to build this business credit. We've been traditionally taught.
And again, that's tomorrow,
just-
right?
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
yes.
you guys, so tune in.
Pay off your debt. Have no debt. That's not necessarily the case. You need that FICO score to be able to look at you are able to have some debt and pay it off positive, on time, all of those things. So you need some of that. But
Now let me say this, because
yeah.
I have a great credit score. So you guys that are like, well, I don't need to tune in. I have a great credit score. My score's in the 700, but you still don't know how to get
The business credit.
a business loan
Yeah,
or SB.
yeah.
So you need to
and
tune
you
in,
can have
even
two separate
exactly
personal credit
and
business credit, two different things.
Exactly.
And that's so important as you're trying to grow or scale your business.
Yes,
You're
yes.
going to need some type of funding for something.
Yes.
And to establish that business credit, listen, before you need it. Before you need it. When you need it, it's
Because we're so reactive,
yeah,
guys.
yeah. Build that
We're
now.
so reactive instead of being proactive.
Yeah.
And so let me get your opinion on this. And because I think a lot of stress comes from us, and we all have done this.
Yeah,
Living in reactive.
yeah,
We're so reactive instead of being proactive. And then you're even more stressed with your business because now you're needing this money.
Yeah.
It's a need, and so
Yeah. You get in desperation mode and
Yes.
you do things that are not wise, that you would not normally make that type of decision. And that is the value, again, of community. Maven Nation Baddies is going to be getting this information every month. Next month, the entire month, we're focusing on mindfulness. The month of March, we're focusing on creating a good visual brand. You could have the best idea, but if no one knows how to find you, if they don't know how to connect with you, if what you're putting out on the internet is ugly. Facts.
I can't.
We want people to
if
connect
it's not
with you
attractive,
and say, yeah.
if it's not attractive, we don't want it.
People stop
We don't
on
want it.
Instagram because they see a great image.
Yes.
Okay, the content
So
is solid.
true,
It's
guys.
important.
Image
So-
is everything now because of social media.
Absolutely.
It is substance is important.
Yeah.
But image is almost, I hate to say, probably
important.
50%.
Yeah.
Really, it is.
Pandemic has forced even more digital, right? Because we're all at home. If you don't have a good digital presence, you're just putting yourself further behind the game. So March, we're focusing on creating that good visual brand. So again, this membership it's a monthly fee. So you get what you need. You're like, okay, I'm done. You cancel
And
your
since we're getting ready to
subscription.
wrap up, I want to make sure that the Maven is able to give you all of her contacts before we.
Yeah, so the membership information, they can go to maven-nation.mm.co.
Okay.
Or they can go to my website, myrashaw.com. Everything about me, everything I offer is on that website.
Okay, well, I want to just say I am so grateful that you came. I'm so humbled that you came. Thank you for the nuggets, the jewels that you've embedded into me, being supportive and being intentional
Yeah.
about the way you treat us,
Yeah.
us women that you come in contact with. And my prayer for you is that 2021 just gives you extraordinary favor And I just thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really
My
do.
joy. I received that, and my joy to be here and share. Because again, community is what's going to help us get through 2021
Yes.
in a positive way, in a growth way.
All right, moguls, let's love on each other. And until next time, be intentional.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information.
And my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay,
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge.
I'm trying not to lose my head.
Hey, this is the Talk About Unity show where I bring the talk.
And I bring the unity.
And together we talk about unity.
Unity is what matters.
Come on.
And right now in our country, that's what we've got to do. So we do that here at Talk About Unity on the Edge Radio Network. Be with us every week.
It's going to be awesome. It always is. And I tell you what, the more we seek first to understand, then be understood, we make progress.
And we like to do that. And that's why everybody's on the brink. We love what we do at Edge Radio because everybody's on the edge. We bring them back from the edge and we bring the unity. So we're just glad to Edge Radio Network every Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Talk About Unity because here at Edge Radio Network, truth still matters.
All right, Moguls, we are back and we're ready for a new conversation cocktail. So, with us today, I must say, this is one of my great friends, and also one of my business partners. So, this is a very special guest for me. But on today, she's going to be talking about how she's a tax specialist, and her company Behind the Numbers has helped tons of businesses, and she also hones in on women as well, on us moguls as it pertains to our business taxes as well as personal taxes, which of course she's my tax CPA. So today I want you to, especially with 2020, a lot of people financially and in other ways as well, but finances of course was a big part of disdain for 2020. So explain to the moguls, what services do you offer business-wise as well as personally?
Okay, So, yes, 2020 was definitely a crazy year, of a very unprecedented year, nothing like we've seen before, well, in our lifetime.
Yes.
And so it put a lot of financial strains on business owners, as well as individuals, with their finances. So there are some that suffer job loss, maybe even lost contracts in their businesses and whatnot. And so, with that being said, we now have to shift that focus, right, to what we can do in 2021, because 2020 is over with. But this is definitely now the time to get your ducats in the row. Okay, so first I'm going to start off from a business standpoint.
Okay.
Because
so you business owners.
Yes, so for my business owners, since the majority of my clients are business owners, that are entrepreneurs, they're freelancers, this time right now is really good for you to get your business finances in order. Considering the fact that the PPP program is coming back up. Actually, it opened up today, the payroll protection program, which that did help a lot of businesses as well as small business owners. Okay.
Contract real estate agent.
Yes.
She hooked me up, guys. So
yes. And you definitely have to have your numbers in order to be able to receive those funds. And surprisingly, last year, a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs and freelancers and contractors did not get those funds because, number one, they did not have the business financial reports in order, so that they can know where they're standing.
No more excuses, guys. No more excuses. After 2020, if you don't have your business in order, you might not need to be a business owner.
Correct.
You might need to go work someone's 9 to 5 or get another career, because it's
and I definitely agree with you on that. Being a business owner, you have to have those foundations in place, right? And that is the reason why majority of our businesses fail, is because they don't have those foundations in place. It's your back office. All right. So you cannot be a business owner if you do not know your numbers, know your money, and know your numbers. Then from a personal standpoint, a lot of times people don't want to downsize. We still want to live according to how it once was.
You want to impress everyone else while you're at home eating salami sandwiches.
Right.
Yeah.
What we call keeping up with the Joneses.
Keeping up with the Joneses. It's time to let that pride aside, guys.
Exactly.
Because you can live with the Joneses without stress if you sacrifice and humble yourself, and just it's okay to be humble for a little while to get to where you cannot be stressed out, we're trying to live a certain lifestyle.
And that is correct. That is so true. I'm glad you said that. Because here's the thing, you all, you have to sacrifice certain things, and now would be the best time if you have to move in with a family member or a relative, or get rid of the vehicle that you have and downsize to something else, just so you can keep those coins in your pocket. Even if you are a homeowner, look into the programs that your mortgage company has. I know when this pandemic hit last year, trust and believe they were putting loans in forbearance and modifications and all of those things, right? So there is assistance and help out there. But also too, from a personal standpoint, even if you are not working, consider getting a gig job. Do Uber Eats.
That's a good jewel.
Yes.
That's a good jewel.
Do Uber Eats. Do Shipt, and what are some of the other ones? Postmates. It's so many other gigs out there that you can do to bring money in.
Even if it's just to save for whatever else may come. Right. A lot of us saved but didn't have enough saved.
Right.
Because we couldn't, so.
That is correct. And savings is very important. So just let this year be the year that you be intentional about your finances and that you level up, with your personal savings, getting out of debt, paying down some debt. And hopefully, this new administration here will relieve these student loans.
Let me tell you, I'm shouting up and down Woodland Hills Boulevard when Biden and Harris won. Can you imagine? And we're gonna keep it real on Mogul on the Move, okay? I don't know if I would have moved. No, I can't move. I'm not going to. We're not moving. I don't know why we say I'm moving. You're not moving.
You're not moving.
But I would have been under somebody's rock.
Right.
Because, oh my God.
Right.
So let's take advantage. Like you're saying, we have a new administration.
Take advantage of what's out there. Yes. Take advantage of what's out there.
And we have, Harris is going to be their deciding vote. Because a lot of things, are not passed because of the Senate. So now, hey, we're really.
That's true.
We really have a lot of good things ahead. Is what I'm going to say that I'm going to put in the atmosphere and expect with this new administration. Yeah, for sure.
So definitely, you all take advantage of the programs that are available, even from a tax perspective. Let me just touch on that for a little bit too.
Yes, please.
If you do have IRS debt, the IRS now is even allowing you to, lower your payment plans or extend your payment plans at this time. So,
and I always have to pay taxes. So those of us who have to pay taxes. Take advantage of that.
Yes, definitely take advantage of that. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, they just want you to pay them, right? So if you have to lower your payments to be able to pay them, they're going to do that. And you can also do other things like apply for offer and compromises or, financial hardship. And hey, that debt may even be forgiven with the IRS. It just depends on your financial standing.
So stop running.
So
because you're making excuses. Oh, they don't want. No, they do.
Right.
They make every accommodation.
They will.
For you to set up a payment plan, like she said, lower the payment plan.
Right.
What was the other one? Offer and compromise.
Offer and compromise.
So stop running because they're gonna come for you.
They are.
It's there's no way around it.
Even though they were backed up last year, trust me, they
and some of y'all thinking, I hadn't heard anything. The letters are coming. 2021.
The letters are coming. So.
The letters are coming. So let's get it in order, you guys.
Yes.
I will say that a lot of us missed out on it, and thank you for sharing with me because I didn't know. I was thinking it was only business owners that had employees. But if you are like myself, and this is just one example of a contract worker, I'm a real estate agent. I'm under a brokerage, right?
Right.
I pay my own taxes, but I'm I'm a contract.
Right.
But we're still able. Well, at first they didn't. But they opened it up. A month later.
Yes, so it was a month later that they opened it up with that second round of funding that went out. And so that's the whole thing. Like I say, you have to know your numbers. And also, too, you have to show that you made a profit in the business to be eligible to receive the PPP funds as an independent contractor or freelancer.
No, that's important.
And that is very important. And you know why? Because the mindset, you all, of most business owners is, I don't want to show a profit so I don't have to pay taxes. That is not smart tax planning.
This is a good segue because we've talked about this.
Yes.
You guys, don't come to me asking if you can go ahead and get your house now, but you hadn't filed your taxes. And you're doing hair and you hadn't filed it. Or you weren't honest about how much money you made as a hairstylist. I'm using this as one example. So when we come back, I want us to talk about filing taxes, how important it is, and being truthful will help you in the long run.
Yes.
We can't express it enough.
Exactly.
All right, so keep that on your mind, and we'll be back for this conversation cocktail. This is going to get real, real deep. All right, we'll be right back, moguls.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy? Top top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters.
All right, Moguls, we are back. And so now, you know what, we might have to add a little salt to this cocktail because we're going to have to step on some toes, but it's only for your benefit. Everything we're telling you is for your benefit, right? We want all of you guys, all of us moguls to benefit the most from the system that we're in, but we have to have integrity. So let's delve into, and we've discussed this before, filing taxes.
Yes.
Right? As a business owner, a contractor, and being honest, having integrity, because it's going to hurt you in the long run if you don't.
Right. That is correct. So as it relates to reporting and filing your taxes, you want to be truthful about the monies that you're making. And I've seen it so many times where, actually, I'm going to give you a great example. I had a call last year. Probably right around the time that they kicked off everything for, the Paycheck Protection Program. And I remember that business owner, he'd been self-employed for probably about 10, 15, 20 years.
Over a decade.
Yes, over a decade. And do you know that he stated to me, well, I want to see if I can, try to get the PPP or apply for the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program. He said, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really show all the money that I make when I file my taxes.
See?
And I'm normally running at a net loss.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
Exactly.
They made a song about it.
Yes. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
It's true, guys.
And so, I explained to him, well, you're not going to qualify, if you've already filed your taxes and you have shown a loss, because here's the thing. The Paycheck Protection Program is based off of your net profits as an independent contractor, as a sole proprietor, as a freelancer. So you have to show some profit in your business, right? You have to show that the business made some money.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to, why would I loan you money or give you a loan if you have not shown that you're making money in order to pay the loan back, even though the majority of the loans will be forgiven, but that's the same way when you're going to a lender. For instance, buying a home, financing a car.
Logic, guys. It's some things we have to just say it's illogical.
Right.
Now, and then we can't say, oh, but they don't want to help us. They don't. And I wouldn't help you. And I'm a minority.
Right.
Because, it's just like when someone comes, well, what do I need to purchase a home? And if they're a contract worker or a business owner, and I said, well, they're going to look at your last 2 years of, filing your taxes. Well, I didn't. Okay. Well, what are they going to use to judge you by? They're not going to just hand out. This is not Oprah Winfrey.
Right.
You get a house. You get a house. You get a house. We all would be in homes. I'd be in a mansion on Memorial right now. If that was the case.
Nobody's getting one if they're not showing that they're worthy of being able to afford it.
And I don't have a trust fund. So we have to show that and why would you not want to show that you're being productive, right?
Right.
And so some people would complain about having to pay back taxes. No, that means you're making a certain amount of money. So why are you complaining? Like Do you want to be blessed or do you not?
Exactly.
Do you want to scream abundance or do you not? You can't have it both ways.
That's
Moguls.
true. That is so true. That's what I say. Mindset is very critical and crucial when it comes to being a business owner or just in your finances in general, you know.
So behind the numbers, what and I know it was your love for wanting to really, really hone in and be of assistance to people so that we can live our best lives financially. So what was the passion behind the numbers?
Okay. So my background, I've been in this field, accounting, finance, tax, audit for the past 17 years. And I've, you know, my career started off in corporate. You know, I work with multi-billion dollar companies, Fortune 100, 500, you name it. And the one thing I realized working in corporate was that if companies were going through some of the problems and issues that they face, that our small business owners, the solopreneur, the freelancer, the mom and pop shop, were probably experiencing the same exact thing.
Because it's a trickle down effect, you guys.
It is.
It's big business, definitely, and will always affect us small business owners, us contractors. It's just it's a domino effect. It's never going to change. It is what it is, right?
Right. And so that's what prompted me or inspired me to say, hey, I want to work with the small business owner, the freelancer, the contractor, the solopreneur, just in helping them to change their mindset, change their money habits so that they can transform their finances and live the life that they desire. That is how I actually got started. And
so your golden book, the name of your golden book was very, very catchy. So talk about that, because it really helped and allowed us moguls, us entrepreneurs, to really be organized as it pertains to our finances and keeping we'll spend money here and there and you don't know where it went. Keeping accounts of where all of your money is spent.
Right. So it is called the Know Your Money Honey Planner. It's a budget, cash flow, and money management planner. Just to help you get more organized with your finances, so that you can not only track and manage, but keep more of it. You know, because a lot of times you always say, I want to make more money, but
you spend more money, spend more money.
Or you don't know where your money is going, right? And so before you can make more money, you need to know what is going on with your money right now.
And it's okay to enjoy. You know, you work hard to play hard, but guys, once again, like we said, 2020 was definitely a lesson learned that you need to have a certain amount of money saved, right? Not living outside of your means.
Yes.
It's just very important. And if you did not learn, once again, that in 2020, maybe you do not need to be a business owner, and that's okay. Self-reflection is needed at points, right? And so take that jewel, moguls, and it's okay. You know, everything's not meant for everyone, but if you're going to be intentional and truly manage, once again, back office, as well as the finances for the business. So as we wrap up, what advice would you give? What jewel would you give the moguls for 2021 moving forward? And then whatever handles you want to share with them, they'll be able to contact you if they want any services. Any business owners may want to reach out to you.
All right.
For your services.
So a golden gem or golden jewel or advice that I want to share with y'all for 2021 is to stay firm in your foundations. Always know what the goals are that you have set in place for yourself, and be able to stick to those goals, right? Whether they're financial goals, whether they're personal development goals, or what have you. And it all comes down to knowing, you guys, knowing your money, knowing where you stand, knowing what it is that you want, how you're going to get there, what you're going to do to get there. Because even though I focus on the finances and you may seem like, man, that's kind of tough, you know, to try to juggle it all. Trust me, it's not tough. You can definitely do it. But that would be my golden gem for you all for 2021.
And how can the moguls meet you or meet with you in person, contact you for services?
So if you want to contact me for services, you can visit our website at www.behindthenumbersfc.com. Or you can also follow us on social media, on LinkedIn. I'm sorry, not LinkedIn. On Instagram and Facebook is at Behind the Numbers FC. But you still can connect with me on LinkedIn too at Ashley D. Harris.
All right. Well, I want to thank you, friend.
Yes.
And tax specialist and business partner
Yes,
for coming on my very first show. I am so grateful. And as I always tell you, of course, I always pray the best for you. And
Same
2021
here.
is
You
going
too.
to be our year of
is.
extraordinary favor.
It is.
So, Moguls, I hope you enjoyed that conversation cocktail. We had 2 great cocktails today, the Maven earlier, and we
Maven
ended with the
Myra.
tax specialist. So definitely reach out if you need, whether you're a business owner or, individual. If you need services as it pertains to your taxes. And until next time, please stay on the move, humble, and give to others. All right, guys.